back once again with another little clip where I can record my audio, and this time talk about YouTubers. And first of all, what I'd like to say is I'm not going to be naming any YouTubers by their YouTube names or singling anybody out. I'm not going to do that. Neither am I going to refer to them as stars or any kind of, leaning towards celebrity, because some of them have got a lot of, people that have subscribed or whatever. We all fart same, and basically they're just people like you and me, right? And at the end of it all, they were customers, they were punters, they were Joe Blogs punters like you and me, and all they did was get some equipment and talk about stuff on YouTube. The difference between them and me is very simple. The ones I'm referring to and what I'm going to be talking about in my little clip here is very simple. I'm still a Joe Blogs punter, and I'm not happy that I get broken games that are given 9 out of 10 reviews and stuff by an industry that just wants to make money out of us and sell us broken shit. Whereas they make money out of it and do stuff with Konami and get free copies and stuff. An arse lick, essentially, because they want something out of it as well. I think that is sick. I think it's abhorrent. I also think it's a telling, I've spoken about this before, it's the sign of the times of the industry that more and more YouTubers are becoming a pawn, right? They're being used as pawns. They don't say anything nasty about the Xbox One. We'll pay you to say nice things. The influence of YouTubers on YouTube is recognised by the gaming industry, and in Bethesda's case, it's preferred to over gaming sites. Right? I alluded to that the other day. I mentioned it. You can read about it. It's there in writing that Bethesda preferred to send copies of things like Skyrim to YouTubers instead of sending it to review sites. And the YouTubers who had the free copies were probably grateful and said nice things about it. Konami themselves have sent out free copies to YouTubers of PES 2017, and they'd be quite happy to receive a free copy. Or get a free copy from Konami. Konami also invite some YouTubers down there to see PES, and on their little sort of day out that they had. And I know of some of the YouTubers who went there. I would never get an invite. You wouldn't. Those of us that say, hang on a bit, this is a bit shit. You can take a defender from your defensive area and score with them on superstar difficulty, because I've done it and I've shown it on my YouTube channel. The game is broken because I've shown that on my YouTube channel. And it's not deserving of awards or 9 out of 10 scores because I've shown that on my YouTube channel. But that's not anything special. Any one of you could have done that if you had a share button on your PlayStation 4 like me, and signed up to YouTube and had unlimited broadband like I've got, so you can do it. It's just having the opportunity to do it, and then you can't you? Like I say, we all fart same. I'm not special. I'm just a bloke like it doesn't make me anything. I'm just a Joe Blogs punter, which is what these people were before they started out arse-licking Konami. And the difference between them and me now is that I'm telling the truth about PES, and they're making it sound exciting. And it's not that I don't believe that they don't know it's broken. We're all playing the same broken piece of shit. There isn't a disc going round of PES that's perfect. It's all the same game, and it's all still broken shit. So they experience everything that you and I experience. It's just that they choose not to talk about it. They choose to put it over in an exciting way. Oh, that was a chance! Ooh, don't know what happened there. You understand? And that's why I invented the annoying YouTube twat on my videos. I personally know of YouTubers because I've gone on their YouTube sites, and I know the ones who have had free copies. I don't believe that all of them intentionally portray PES to be exciting, to get something out of it and to get in bed with Konami. I will say that, I'm going to state that. I don't believe that all of them intentionally do. I believe that there are those that do intentionally do that, to make something out of it and to work with Konami for their own game. Yes, I do believe that, because I believe that for them, making something out of it is far more important than telling the truth about it for the Joe Blogs punters who happen to be subscribing to them. And I think they do sleep at night because I think they find a way to sleep at night. To them it's not important. To me it is. I think there are those YouTubers who are just interested in games and passionate about PES because they've played it for so long that they get one every year and they don't look at it too deeply. I think they're honest people. I think their intentions and motives for playing it are good. And I mean good in terms of I don't think there's anything sinister about it. I don't think they would intentionally mislead people for their own game. I just think that they're wrapped up in playing games, and I just think that there's this thing where people just accept what's pushed at them and they'll believe it's good. And you know, the public in general is split, isn't it, into those that want to find out for themselves and those that go along with stuff and lap it up and wouldn't know where to start looking to find anything that's wrong with it, if you understand my meaning. So I do think there are YouTubers out there with decent intentions, and you know, they're decent enough people and they're not doing anything on purpose, but unwittingly they are, because they're accepting free copies from Konami and they're presenting it in a way without showing everything. And the everything that they're not showing is the shit that they don't understand that's going on in the game. Pause it and have a look. You might be surprised. If you look at it objectively, instead of looking at it in the light of Konami wouldn't push shit on us, well, wouldn't they? Ask that question and have a look at it. And I do feel that when it comes to YouTubers, like I say, they're more and more being used as pawns in the industry for the benefit of the industry. Much like review sites started out, you know, trying to tell us what was worth spending money on, but soon found out that financially they were unable to do that, because if they did, then the adverts to their magazines would be cut, so they wouldn't get the money to publish their magazines. So they were, in the end, stranglehold by the industry that they were trying to, you know, speak honestly about. And I think YouTubers have hit this bit where they want cash from what they're doing, which I just think is silly, to be honest. I mean, as you know, I'm not into that. I'm playing a game that's being made by somebody, and all I'm doing is I'm sharing it with a share button that Sony wanted to put there to advertise stuff, and I've looked at that and gone, I can use this to show the truth of that stuff, can't I? So why not? I've kind of lost my point of where I was there. I've gone round the houses and thought, what bloody street am I on? But essentially, you know, YouTubers being used by the industry, and I think that through their desire for cash and their sort of thinking, oh, I've been chosen to work with this company, and in a kind of, you know, that's brilliant. Well, these people are just blokes that make games and women, you know, like they're just normal human beings, and we all fancy them. They're nothing special, and they're just in an industry trying to make cash. What's special about that? When did they become special? When did it become a special thing to work with people who are trying to make cash and who want to use you to their end? Because that's what the share button is. and the share button's there to try and, you know, help companies make more cash out of Joe Blogg's punters who go in shops who unwittingly buy broken products because, you know, the magazine reviews have said it's supposed to be good, and all they're doing is trying to generate more hype via the share button that they've offered us for free for their products. Now, there's nothing wrong in making money. There is something wrong in making money dishonestly, and there is something wrong in perpetuating the making money, or, you know, dishonestly. And that's what my channels and this video and things and PES became about. It became about, hang on a minute, I can't do this, you know, and portray it as an exciting thing, and portray it as this is good, you know, good to play, and because the fucking thing's broken, I'm not enjoying it. How did it get all these reviews? And that's how it started, because I can't join in with that. And there's no bone in my body or no bit of blood in me that can join in with that and sleep at night. I can't do that as a bloke. I'd much rather show it as it is, and that's where the difference between me and some of the other YouTubers come into it. Like I say, there are people who know that it's broken, who will still carry on and make money, and I'm not down with that. I think that's scum. I really do think that's scum, because I think where the industry doesn't have standards, where the magazines or review sites are not allowed to tell us the truth, or don't tell us the truth because of financial gain and bribes and shit like that, and it does go on in the industry, it does go on, doesn't it fall on you and me to say, watch it people, this is a pile of shit, watch it people, this is broke, okay, it got good reviews, but it's broke, I wasted my money on it, don't burn your fingers too. Doesn't it, isn't that, you know, what community's about? And if I'm a games player and I'm sat in my lounge and I'm playing a game that I bought because I was misled via a good review, and I found that it's broke, I'm going to hit that share button and I'm going to show you. And I know there are other people out there who would do that too, because, you know, if I've wasted money on it, I don't want somebody else falling down the same trap. Do you know what I mean? And equally, if I do find a game that's really good or whatever, I will hit that share button and I'll talk about it. You know, or I'll show it. Like, for example, Drive Club. I've never been down with Drive Club's, you know, what happened to Drive Club, because it was broken at launch, wasn't it? And I'm not down with shit like that. But through the updates it got and stuff, it's a decent game to play. It's got its flaws, and I talked about that, but, you know, if it's a game I'm enjoying, I'll show it. If it's a game that's broken, I'll show it. And that's, you know, where I'm different, and I'm just kind of an independent bloke who does this stuff on YouTube, whereas other people, they match up with companies and do work with games companies and stuff. Anyway, I'm coming to the end of this video, so if I want to continue making points, I'll have to make another one. In the meantime, as always,
well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.